Hey there, and welcome to today's class. Today we'll be doing a daily full body yoga flow, just to get our bodies nice and active and moving, and get a nice little stretch going. In this practice we'll also have some variations of poses, for those of you looking to go a little bit deeper into the stretch, and maybe even challenge yourselves. So we're going to begin in a child's pose. So we'll have our knees as wide as the mat, with our big toes touching, and then with our arms out in front of us, we're just going to walk our hands out, sinking our chest and our head down as we rest our forehead down to the mat. Let me just lay here for a few breaths, just to settle in. Take note on how our body's feeling, as we just take some nice, deep, calming breaths. Breathing in through your nose, feeling your lungs and your ribs expand, and relaxing as you sigh out either through the nose or the mouth. Take another deep breath in, and a calming breath out. And then shifting your weight over to the left, we'll place our left hand just outside the mat, with our right hand resting on our left hand, as we feel a nice little gentle lengthening in our right ribs. And then shifting our weight over to the right, placing our right hand just outside the mat, resting our left hand on top of our right, as we just keep continuing to take some nice, even breaths. And coming back to center, and then push your chest and your head up, coming into a seated position. You have the option to either stay on your knees, or you can go into a cross-legged if it feels more comfortable. And then from here, we're just going to clasp our hands together, interlacing our fingers. Let's just roll our wrists out, moving in the one direction, and then changing over at the other. Before flipping our palms, pushing it out away from us, before lifting our hands up above our head, and then gently leaning over to the left to come into a gentle side stretch. Straightening back out, and we can move on over to the right. Moving up back to center, and you're going to come meet me in a tabletop as we go through some cat-cows. So taking a breath in, dip your belly down, lifting your chin up, and on your exhale, bring chin to chest as you round your back out, and see if you can look towards your belly button. Taking a breath in to go into your cow, and exhale, rounding out into your cat. Just going through this for 3 more rounds, focusing on linking your movements with your breath. And on your last exhale, you can come back to a neutral spine. And keeping your hips over your knees, you're going to walk your hands out in front of you, sinking your chest and your head back down. As you come down to your elbows before resting your forehead down, as we come into a puppy pose. And then keeping your forehead and your forearms down to the mat in front of you, you're going to tuck your back toes. You begin raising your knees up before raising your hips, straightening your legs. And then you can choose to either stay here or you can walk your feet slightly closer as we come into a dolphin. And then from your dolphin, you can choose to plant both your hands and move up one elbow up at a time. Or if you're feeling stable and strong enough, you can have both hands planted as you push both elbows up to come meet me in a downward dog. From our down dog, we can just adjust ourselves into position, walking our dog out, pressing one heel down at a time, maybe swaying our hips from left to right, just feeling our body out. And once you're ready, we're going to begin by taking a breath in, walking our feet towards the top of the mat, coming to meet me in a forward fold. Taking a breath in to lift our chest up halfway, focus on keeping our back nice and straight. And as you exhale, you're going to step back with your left foot, coming into a high lunge. As you raise your hands and your chest up, focus on keeping your hips square with your front knee over your front ankle. And then twisting to the left, you're going to bring your right hand forward, left hand back as you drop your back heel, coming into a warrior two, making sure you have a nice straight line from your front fingers to the back. And then flipping your front palm, throwing it over your head as you drop your back hand, coming into reverse warrior, and either having your backhand rest on your back leg, or you can do a half bind behind your back. Then moving back into your warrior two, you're going to bring your left hand next to your right foot, down at the mat. You can twist open to the right, lifting your back heel as you raise your right hand up to come into a twist. And you can do another half bind, resting your back of your right hand against your lower back, and just really rolling your shoulder back, just open your chest out as much as you can. And then twisting a little bit more, you're going to drop your back heel as you bring your right foot over to your left foot, coming into a side plank. You have the option to either stay in the full plank, or if you need a bit of assistance, you can drop your left leg, make it into a kickstand, just to help with your side plank. And then bringing your right hand next to your left, stepping your legs together into your high plank, holding here for a breath in, And exhaling, dropping both knees before sinking your chest and your chin all the way down. Placing your forearms out in front of you as you lift your chest up, rolling your shoulders back for a sphinx. Before exhaling, bring both hands back below your shoulders, tucking your toes. We come back into our downward dog. And from our down dog, inhaling to walk to the top of the mat. Exhaling to hold into position. Inhale to lift our chest up halfway to a flat back. And exhaling, stepping back with our right foot, raising our hands into our high plank, high lunge. And then twisting to the right, dropping your back heel to come into our warrior two. Before flipping your front palm, throwing it over your head, you drop your back hand or do a half bind into your reverse warrior. Coming back into the warrior two, bringing your right hand down to the mat next to your left foot as you open your chest out to the left into our twist. And with the option to bend your left arm, bringing your hand to your lower back. And then bring your left leg to your right leg, coming into a side plank, with the option to drop your right knee for an assistance. Bring your left hand down to the mat into a high plank, holding here for a breath in, and then exhaling. You have the option to once more drop your knees, or you can keep them straight as we lower our whole body down to the mat. Inhale, we're keeping our hands below our shoulders. We lift our chest up, rolling our shoulders back for a cobra. Before exhaling, tucking our toes back into our downward dog. And then from your down dog, we're going to walk our hands now to the back of the mat, moving back into our forward fold. Taking a breath in, just relaxing here. We can just sway our body from side to side. Maybe even grabbing your elbows for a ragdoll. Just feeling a nice little release in your lower back. You just let gravity do all the work for you. And then releasing your elbows if you're holding onto them. You can slowly roll yourself up one vertebra at a time. And as you come to a full standing, you can roll your shoulders back, lifting your chin up, palms facing forward for Tadasana. Here you can just take a moment, just feeling your feet gripping into the mat. Maybe just swaying your body from left to right, forward and back. Just taking note of your balance. And then when we're ready, we're going to start with our left leg grounded as we raise our right leg up, bringing our knee in line with our hips. And grabbing our knee with our right hand, we're going to open it out to the side. And you're focusing on a spot in front of you to help with the balance. You can even stick your left hand out to the side if you're feeling a little bit wobbly. And then twisting your leg back to the center. You're going to swap your hands. So with your left hand, you're going to grab onto your knee, and with your right hand out to the side, you're going to pull your knee over to the left. And you have the options to either keep holding onto your knee, or if you're feeling flexible and strong enough, you can grab onto your big toes with your left hand, straightening your leg out. As you really focus on keeping your back nice and straight and your shoulders pulled back. And then re-bending your knee. You're going to place your ankle onto your left knee now. And we're going to go into a figure 4 chair. So once you're in your balance, you can bring your hands, two palms together up to your chest. And on your exhale, you're going to slowly bend your left knee, sinking your hips down. As you go as low as you can. And once you've reached your limit, you can just relax in the pose. Remembering to take some even breaths in and out. And finally straightening your left leg, and you can bring your right leg down, and we can move on to the other side. So inhaling, lifting our left leg up, bringing our knee in line with our hips, grabbing your leg with your left hand as you open your legs out to the side, extending your right hand out to help with the balance. And then swapping sides as you bring your left leg back to center, grabbing your leg with your right hand, pulling it to the right, and either choosing to keep your hand on your knee, or you can extend your left leg out, grabbing your toes with your right hand. And then re-bending your knee, placing your left ankle onto your right knee, and bring your hands to chest, and take a breath in to prepare. And as you exhale, gently bending your right knee as you lower your hips, going as far as your body will allow. Holding here for 3 full breaths. And then very slowly and controlled, you can straighten your leg out, bring your left leg back down. You can come meet me in a seated position, back on your mat. You can have your right leg extended out in front of you. And with your left, you're going to bring your left foot to your left hip, with your knees as close together as you can. If it feels a bit too tight or too stressed, you don't have to force it all the way. Just go as far as you can. And then placing your hands behind you for support, we're just going to gently lean back. You feel a nice stretch going on in your left thigh. You just go as far as your body will allow. And just holding here as you just take some nice calming breaths. And then slowly coming back up straight. And keep our right leg bent as we place our left foot next to our right knee. And then with our right hand wrapping around our left knee, as we twist to the left, placing our left hand behind us for support. As we come into a gentle spinal twist, you can even turn your head, gazing behind you over your left shoulder. And then coming out of our twist, we can swap our legs over to the other side. So left leg straighten out. So bring our right heel over to our right bum. And then very slowly and controlled, you can start leaning back, maybe walking your hands back behind you. And even dropping down to your elbows if you feel comfortable. Maybe just go as far as we can into our stretch. Pushing ourselves back up. Placing our right foot next to our left knee. We place our right hand behind us for support and with our left hand wrapping around our right knee. Taking a breath in to prepare and exhaling into our twist. And slowly coming back out of your twist. You can come meet me laying on your back with both your legs straight out in front of you. And then raising your left leg up, keeping it straight. You're going to grab the backs of your leg, coming into a gentle hamstring stretch, really pulling your leg as close to your body as you can. Holding here for a breath in. And on your exhale, you can release your leg, letting it fall over to the left, laying your arms out to the side. So we come into a supine twist. Really focusing on keeping your right shoulder grounded and turning your head to gaze to your right hand. And turn your head to gaze up, bring your legs back together. You can swap over to the other side. So left leg still straight, raising it up, grabbing the backs of your legs, your leg, hugging it deeply into your chest. Before releasing it, letting it fall to the right as we turn our head to gaze to the left. And turn your head back to center, bring our legs together, laying our arms by our side as we come into our final pose of our practice of Shavasana. Here you can just have your eyes closed, the entire body nice and relaxed. As you just take some breaths in and out, clearing your mind and drifting away. Bringing your focus back to your breath. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Give an audible exhale through the mouth. And begin waking your body up, wiggling your fingers and your toes, moving your wrists and ankles, and then bending both your knees, grabbing onto your shins as you hug your legs into your chest. You can just sway your body from left to right, giving yourself a gentle back massage. And you have the option to stay laying on your back, or you can gently push yourself up into a seated position with your eyes still closed. And we just take a moment to reflect, checking in on how we feel, and even giving ourselves a little mental pat on the back for making time for ourselves and looking after ourselves. And then once you're ready, you can bring your palms together up to heart center. You take a breath in for one last time, and exhaling, bowing to close our practice. I hope you all enjoyed that. Hope you found some benefits, something you can take into your daily practice. Hope you enjoyed this, and I hope to see you again next time on the yoga mat.